We actually saw the HoloLens as a representation of sort of the evolution of computing. You see this and you see how good the experience is. Like, you look at a hologram and it's in a location on a table and you move around and it doesn't move. It's so compelling that people need to check to make sure that you didn't just put something down on the table. The rest of the world sort of throws mixed reality into this sort of augmented reality bucket, but with HoloLens it's different because you're actually looking at holograms that have 3 dimensions and they have context in the environment that you're in. When you're in VR, you're in a whole different world. The HoloLens is designed to enhance your world. When we first saw the HoloLens, we tried to sort of take a step back and say, okay, how can this be used as a tool? Sports is so much about sort of visualization. What does a fastball look when it's going 150 miles an hour coming at you? When the HoloLens was released, we had been lucky enough to get connected with the PGA Tour. We built a really great experience with them on a platform called HoloMaps. Basically allows you to see topography, cities, locations, 3-dimensionally. We were able to create sort of an experience that is sort of part fan engagement and part training tool. We were demonstrating this to some of the players on Friday evening, and they were like kids in a candy store. We did a workshop with Bryson DeChambeau, and basically what he said was like, in the lifetime of my body, maybe I have 5 million swings. And if I can visualize something without having to move my arms, then I've saved myself 1 stroke. People are getting used to a much more immersive, much more digital-oriented sports experience. And so Real Madrid basically wanted to say, what does that look like for our sport? You're looking at Santiago Bernabéu Stadium, you can look at the status of the game, and we allow the viewing of highlights of certain prominent plays. You may have heard that the Cavs are upgrading the queue, and there's a large price tag associated with that. What they wanted to do is they wanted to bring in the new version or the new vision of the queue, put it in the current location in downtown Cleveland, and show how this is going to sort of impact the area around it, and also show the arena from different locations. We worked with the architect for the queue. They got us the models, and then we put it in on HoloMaps. You can see the queue in there, great, okay? But how do you use this to tell a story, right? And how do you use it as, for example, a sales tool in this case? When people first see the queue or an experience, they look to it and they look like they go to grab it because they think it's real. I mean, and it's such an amazing trick. You see the HoloLens, you put it on, and then you wonder, okay, how much longer before it shows up in here? It comes down to the fact that this sort of visualization is super compelling and you can't do it in any other way. It's just going to change everything.